Hi everybody, it's Lene. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a late start on the whole Christmas in July thing, but it's August. It's not too late to get a jump start on Christmas. So we are making our organizational Christmas planner in August. That's right, it's my version of a composition book planner. Mine has pockets and vintage lace and organizational tabs, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. So if you stick around with me till the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can win this exact planner and get a free digital download to help you make your own. So let's make a planner. All right, so let's get started. We have our composition book, and I've selected Christmas Memories paper pack from Hot Off the Press. And this is great, beautiful double-sided Christmas papers. It's one of my favorites. I think it's very elegant and really does a lot with covering a plain old composition book. So look at these beautiful papers. This is the one that was on the planner that I showed you in the opening. Beautiful music papers. Love this border. And it's got a whole sheet of these gorgeous tags, which I like to put in the pockets and on the pages. That's another one. And then this is the one we're going to use to cover the planner that we're working on right now. It's gorgeous. So I've cut these down to sort of a more manageable size. The planner is about 6 and 5/8 inches wide. But you know, sometimes they're a little different. They're not really consistent. So I went ahead and I took this one and I cut this one so that it'll fit here, but I'm still going to have to do a little trimming on it to get a nice fit. And then I cut this part away. I just love this border, so we're actually going to cut this off and put it on this border. And let's see, I'm using just a good quality paper glue. This is Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, and I really like it. It's affordable. It goes a long way, and it has a lot of tooth to it. It really binds very, very nicely. So I'm going to make sure I get this outside edge really, really well. It gets handled the most. And I know that on my planners, the thing that starts peeling first are these corners and the right edge. And then as far as the center goes, I find I don't need as much glue because it's all about those outside edges. I'll just kind of smooth that out a little bit. All right, so here we've got that black tape binding, and we're just going to square up the left edge on the binding, and it's just sort of got a nice raised edge there, so it's really easy just to place that. And we're going to align the bottom edge as well. All right, so while that dries just for a moment, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut the border off of this one. I'm just going to leave a little bit of that sort of tan ivory paper on there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and trim that. We're going to turn that over, and we're going to just trim that just even with that edge. And we're going to just go around that rounded edge. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and put some more glue on this edge. I'm going to leave a little bit at the top here because that's going to get cut off, and I want to make sure we have enough room there. I'm just going to trim around that corner. All right, now we're going to cover the inside, and then we're going to do our pocket. For the inside, ooh, crash. I've just cut down another piece of a nice burgundy. I like that this is going to be the inside pocket, and it's got some of those same colors in that, so I think that works nicely. Now this is while we're watching glue dry and applying glue and watching it dry. I thought this would be a good time to tell you guys about my new channel and how you can support it. And I'm really looking for subscribers. We're just brand new, and if that's something that you think you can do to help me out, that would be so appreciated. If you would subscribe and then hit that notification bell so that whenever I upload, which is once a week, you will get notified. That would be a huge help. And then give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. I'd love to hear from you. I love comments. I will respond. There we go. I love being able to do these longer format photos. The photos I do for Paper Wishes webisode are so fun. I love doing them. I will continue to do them as long as they will let me ever. And however, they tend to be much shorter, and we're doing multiple projects, so I can't spend time to focus on one project and share little tips and tricks with you. So I really like the idea of this longer format. All right. And now for our pocket here, we're going to glue that there, but I like to go ahead and do the edge first. So for the edge, we've got some of that beautiful crocheted cotton lace. That's gorgeous. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that there first and let that dry, and then we're going to apply it to the binding on the front. Go. So I'm kind of interested if you guys start your Christmas planning in the summer or the early fall. I tend to be like September. I'm starting to get a little itchy about what kind of crafts I'm going to make, what kind of ornaments I'm going to make. My cards, I start writing down when my husband, who's notoriously difficult to shop for, because he just doesn't want anything. So whenever he mentions something, I write it down. And this is where I write it down. My daughter's the same. She'll mention something that she wants. I write it down and make note. Okay, so here we're going to put glue on just the three sides. And then on this far side, I like to go ahead and put the glue here so that I'm not sort of guessing where to put it. There we go. Just have that a little too far over. You don't want to go right over here into that binding, into that ditch there, that fold, because then things start to get pulled up every time you open and close this. So you want to give that plenty of space there. And then you want to make sure that the bottom is lined. That's another reason I really like using glue, because it lets you manipulate things and move things around a little bit. Right. So now there we go. Put that nice pocket to put things in. And now we're going to do the same here. I guess I was going to let that dry, but we're good. Now for the outside, this gets much more wear than the pocket does. So I like to apply the lace here using some hot glue. So I'm going to start off by just right there starting to attach it. And I like to put the binding right there. And then we're going to just work our way down. Since hot glue just dries so fast, no matter what you do, it's just going to dry. There we go. And this has got sort of an open weave on this lace, so you have to be careful you're not burning yourself. Fortunately, these little mini glue guns, they get hot. They don't get as hot as, remember the big old school glue guns? Before there was low temperature glue, there was just molten lava hot glue. And if you got it on you, you lost skin. You lost layers of skin. I still have a scar when I was crafting with a pair of shorts on in the summer and dropped a big glob of hot glue right on my calf, on my leg, and about the size of a dime. And then I, of course, thought I'd be smart and I just peeled it right off. No, don't do that. You're going to take skin with it. All right, so you can't really see my black background, but there we go. The black border is just kind of peeking out right there, which I love that. And then we're going to add something over the top of that. So if you remember on this one, there's just a little strip of glitter. You could do some rickrack, but I love to add strips like this. So right here we've got some solid cardstock in green, and we've got the polka dot. We've got this green. I think I'm just going to use this red again. Okay, and that, let me find that, just sheets of glitter cardstock that I just cut in, you know, anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch strips using the paper trimmer. All right, same goes with this. We're going to use that hot glue. And we're going to place that just so there's a little bit showing of the lace on the right side. I just think that's kind of a sweet little border. And then from now on, I'm just going to be placing it right here. Okay, there we go. I've just got glue strings going everywhere. Ugh, hold on, let me control the glue strings here for a moment. All right. All right, so there we have it. Now, let's refer to the little adorable label on the outside. If you can read this, you're too close. That one just warns everyone in the family to stay away from this binder. It's none of their beeswax, what you've got going on in there for Christmas. There's no mistake. So these are our digital download, and this is what they look like. All those labels and all those little tabs. And then we give you a whole sheet of blank ones so you can create your own. So from white cardstock, and then the red, and then a green. I think I'm going to use green on this one. But just great fun to use those and the sweet little labels there. Thank you, Carrie, for making those. She did a great job. All right, so we've got our little labels. And I've got one red and one green. Got that one. I think I just really enjoy the red. So we're going to put the red there. I think we're going to do green tabs. So on my other book, it's down here, but we could put it here. We could overlap it here. I kind of feel like down here or up here. Let's do it up here. I think you need to, it'd be really cute overlapped over here, but it is a warning label. So we've got to make it visible to all family members, right? So we don't want to be precious about that. Okay, I'm gonna get my needle back in my glue. Come on, needle. Okay. It doesn't want to happen. There. All right. Let's take a look at the inside. We've got our pocket, and on the original one here, we have got some decoration going on here. So the cutouts from Christmas memories, I'm going to find them. There we go. So these are just beautiful. And so this one, I actually cut it out, leaving a lot of the white border, and then I just use a circle die and did that so it had a really nice edge. Some little vintage buttons. I love vintage buttons. If I'm at a thrift store or garage sale and there's vintage buttons, look out, because I'm going to knock you down to get them. I love them. Put another one of the little tabs, I just folded it here so we have a nice little recipe pocket. And then here I just glued a strip of the glitter cardstock right down here. And then I just took a couple little pens and just did a little freehand embellishment there, kind of picking up on this here. Here, just took some of the green cardstock. There's a border right here that I cut that off, and then just cut it at a little bit of a dovetail there, and then a little bit of the polka dot. Some more of the polka dot. Took one of the, just a little bit of the border that's on the back of this one, and I just tore 1/4 of it and inked it brown and glued it there. You could actually write on that. And then tore a corner off of the dot paper. Some more strips here, some more buttons. Just really making sure that these are anchored right here to tuck things in. And there's another one right there. So let's talk about the tabs. So for all of our little tabs, all my little green tabs, cut these out, and then I've scored them. And that makes the fold so much nicer and so much neater. So what we're going to do with this is you're going to just put a little bit of glue along one edge, the other edge, and then you can either start on the first page or you can start a few back, which is what I like to do. And you want it to stick out enough so that you can read that. And you know, we made extra labels because everybody has their own traditions, their own things they like to do. And what you're going to do is go a few more pages back. So there's like 4 or 5 pages between each tab, right? And then just overlap them slightly. And because you're using liquid glue, you can kind of manipulate that and pull that up, pinch that down. This one I did not get enough glue on. Oh, I know why. Look at that, I did it on 2 pages. Ah. Okay, let's try that again. All right. And then normally I did it again on this one. No way. No bother. Okay, so the key is to watch what you're doing. Normally I would glue these and put a little bit of something plastic, like a little wax paper even, between these so that the pages aren't sticking together, because it just doesn't matter how great at gluing you are, that can definitely be a problem. And that's true of decorating any of your pages with the strips and little artwork pieces, because glue seeps. So definitely put something between that. Okay, now I only have one piece this time. Made sure. I'll move that down. And I just like to overlap them a little bit. And then this one's sticking a little far out. I feel like I'm doing this very awkwardly because of the angle that I'm at. Okay. So you get the idea, and you're going to go all the way down. And then when you get to the end of the row, then you just start at the top again and you do another row all the way down. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at some alternatives. I love these little mini books. Just adorable. So I saw these today at the dollar store and I was like, ooh, could we make another size? So the answer is yes. We made a little mini one that I think is adorable to fit in my purse. And this is pretty color. They came in different colors in a 3-pack, but they're not very Christmassy. So I like the idea of making one that's super Christmassy. So for this one, the paper pack I used was buried somewhere. Here we go. This size was just perfect for little 6x6 papers. So this is Joyful Christmas patterned cardstock from Hot Off the Press. And I've got these sweet little plaids, right? They're adorable. And this one is the green. So what I did for this one is I covered it first with some green, just like I did before. And then I tore a strip about that wide of this green and glued that there. And then I tore a smaller bit that's about 1/2 inch wide, this one, and glued that over the top. And then I found the cutest little box of pom-pom border on Amazon. And it came in all these really cute colors. It had the lime green. Don't worry, I'll attach all the links to this stuff down below the video. And I just glued a link right there with the hot glue, and then glued another one of those little glitter strips on top. And then I just used some of the tags, and I actually just used a green marker right over the top of them just to kind of jazz up the color a little bit. So yeah, super cute and so much fun to play with. Which size do you like? Do you like the little mini size or do you like the larger size? Definitely give me a shout out in the comments and see which one you guys like. So this is where I ask you guys again to subscribe and to share and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, because what we're going to do is in about a week, we're going to choose one of you and I'm going to send you this planner. And you can have it for your very own, so you can keep it or you can share it. I love the idea of sharing sharing things that you win. And so, yeah, I really appreciate you sticking around to the end. Like I said, if you subscribe, hit that notification bell and leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought, what else you'd like to see, and share this with a friend. I would really, really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and I really need that right now. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.